You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know, I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. The show is a blessing to be back in the Black Box as we blow us a session. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. Those are the 7 seasons. As we navigate these, I'm the captain of the ship, SPI Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, Mr. 1597 himself. We're back for another R&R hour where we relax, roll up, and randomly reacts to content in these YouTube streets. The many bodies of, what's this dude's name? His name is Derrick. He one of them cats that escaped from that prison allegedly in New Orleans recently, and it's a story on him. They say he's a body boy with no further ado. Let's see what they say he has been up to.
Now look, I see these guys broke out of jail, and now I think 3 of them got caught. See, don't go running around here thinking y'all dog the bounty hunter, you hear me, and trying to run up on one of them dudes. You understand? Or up your gun on one of them. Lay down, citizen's arrest. And the dude run straight at your ass with an eye full of kill.
In the making, a man accused of killing 4 people, 2 on Mardi Gras Day back in 2018.
All I could think of is getting her over here in safety. You know, this is ridiculous. People are supposed to have a good time, not going and killing each other.
Derrick Groves is a heinous criminal who ran terror down in the lower 9th Ward for well over a decade.
What are you thinking of? Do you think about the children and expected mothers with babies that you could have killed? Why are you doing this to these people, to us? We never asked for it. You know, get help, whatever's going on. Handle it a different way. Don't kill each other.
Groves pled guilty to 2 counts of manslaughter and 2 counts of second-degree murder.
No, he gonna run. He got a chance. Them type of crimes, you know, he got all kind of time.
I'm back with another video. Welcome to New Orleans, where the brass man hit the streets, but them choppers hit even harder. It's the Big Easy, but ain't nothing easy about surviving in the NO. Under all them Mardi Gras masks and crawfish balls lies a war zone. A city with a heartbeat that skipped one, where every
My daddy loves some etouffee.
block got a name, every corner got a code, and every youngin' chasing respect or revenge. And in the heart of that was one name that rang out heavy, Derrick Groves, a.k.a. Woo. He ain't just no hood myth or some name on the news. Nah, Woo was a storm, haunting them same streets that raised soldiers and took them. He came up round dope boys, stick-up kids, murder charges, and police task forces breathing down his neck. And still he rose, violent, loud, untouchable. Woo was born into the heat, grew up where the only job that paid was hustling, school, and that was just something to walk past on the way to the trap. Woo learned fast, keep your mouth shut, stay 10 toes down, and never let no man disrespect you on these streets. His name started ringing at a young age, first for petty shit, jacking bikes, flipping nicks, pressing other little crews, but it ain't take long for the stakes to rise. By the time he hit 16, they say Woo was already carrying his stick and moving packs like a grown man. He wasn't just in the streets, he was the streets. And the feds, they was watching, cause they knew Woo wasn't no average corner boy. He was organized, dangerous, connected, and worst of all, he ain't fear nothing. 2016, a body drop, then another. People ain't really talk, but the whispers all said the same thing. That was that boy Woo. Detectives started stacking cases. Homicide units looking for links. But in the hood, he ain't need no paperwork. Everybody knew Woo was moving militant. By the time the calendar flipped to 2018, it was already too late. Woo's name was cemented in the streets and his hands was tied to blood, allegedly. Multiple murders, firearms, drug runs, and that Mardi Gras shooting, that one made national headlines.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Jessica Cartalia. Police in New Orleans are investigating several shootings that happened during the city's Mardi Gras celebrations. The first two shootings happened in the afternoon when fights broke out near the traditional parade route. Two more shootings were reported over the course of the day across the city. 3 people in total were killed, 5 more were injured.
But we gonna get to that, cause see, Wu's story, it ain't just about one shooting. It's about how a kid from the trenches went from pushing grams to pushing bodies in the dirt, and how the feds finally caught up, but only after the damage was already done. 2017, the feds started moving quiet, but heavy. See, Wu wasn't just on NOPD's radar no more. Nah, now it was the DEA, ATF, and
he done graduated to the big time.
The Homeland Security. Yeah, it was like that, because they knew he wasn't just out here hustling. He was allegedly moving work across lines that ran up and down the Gulf. They got eyes on trap spots, wires on phones. They flipping Wu's little homies one by one, trying to find a crack in the armor. But Wu, he was playing chess, kept his circle tight. Spoke in codes, changed phones like outfit. To them alphabet boys, he was a ghost.
He should have got all the way out the game.
But ghosts leave trails, and Wu's trail was bodies, burners, and work. 2018, first official Fed hits come down. Federal agents indict Wu on firearm charges. They say he got caught possessing multiple guns while already being a convicted felon, including a 45 with the serial filed off, a Draco pistol, and an extended Glock with a switch. But here's the twist. Them guns, they tied to unsolved murders. So while the charges on paper said firearm possession, behind the scenes, they were stacking the puzzle. The Fed,
if they wasn't connected to murders, they gonna connect them to murders. They probably put bodies on him he didn't even really have.
Ain't moving unless they got motive. And with Wu, every weapon came with whispers, retaliation hits, ambushes, turf walls, all of it allegedly though. But the streets ain't need no indictment to know what time it was. Wu was out here, but not free. Indictments were dropping like mixtapes. Wu just moved slicker. Later that same year, boom, new charges. This time, narcotics trafficking. They say Wu was pushing more than just local weight. We talking multi-state operations heavy on pills, lean, coke, and weed. Federal paperwork called it a coordinated distribution network with ties to violent crews stretching from New Orleans to Atlanta and all the way to Houston. Phones got tapped, trap houses got raided, GPS trackers got slapped on calls. They building a case with layers stacking. Every text, every dollar, every burner phone Wu ever touched. Still nothing stuck heavy yet. Wu was moving smart, only dealt direct, never hand to hand, always behind layers of fall guys. But fall guys talk, and eventually so did the walls around him. Then came the one that made Wu infamous, the 2018 Mardi Gras mass shooting, February the 13th. Streets was packed, floats rolling, brass bands playing, tourists everywhere. Then out of nowhere, gunfire erupt. Multiple shooters, over 20 rounds fired. Chaos, blood on the pavement. Right there.
That's that bullshit right there, partner. Going to a known celebration and just recklessly shooting in the crowd is bullshit.
Yeah, in the aftermath.
Now at 8:12 last night, a group of people were in a car on Andrew Street in the lower 9th Ward when another group started firing shots. One victim there died on the scene and another died at the hospital. 3 other people from that shooting are recovering in the hospital here this morning. Now again, 2 of these 3 shootings did take place near the parade route, and those on the parade route, the witnesses say that all of this violence has to stop.
Feds ain't officially confirming at first, but inside them sealed affidavits, they believe Wu orchestrated the whole thing, allegedly over a turf beef behind something personal. Wrong look, wrong time, wrong block. And then when the city flipped, Wu wasn't just a suspect. He became a headline, the face of the city's spiraling violence. The mayor gave statements. NOPD increased patrols. ATF called it a major escalation in organized urban warfare. After Mardi Gras, the gloves came off. They raided everything: stash houses, baby mama cribs, cousins' apartments, scooped up phones, pills, straps, burner accounts, even old Snapchat stories. In late 2018, Wu was officially indicted in federal court. Charges read like a mixtape track list: narcotic trafficking, felon in possession of firearms, possession of firearms and furtherance of drug trafficking, and suspected links to multiple murders. They painted Wu like a criminal CEO, running crews, setting hits, pushing dope, stacking bread, and even inside them court courtrooms, who ain't flinched. No cooperation, no plea, just that cold stare, like he already knew the life he had chose. But the feds, they don't stop. And they had time, evidence, witnesses, and they planned to bury Wu under the jail. 2020 hit, and the case against Wu, it came heavy. By now, the feds had been building for over 2 years. Surveillance, wiretaps, informants. They were stacking statements, phone records, jail calls. Every brick in Wu's empire was being documented. And then, folks started flipping. People who used to ride with, eat with, call bro.
Of course. Same old story, usual situation, same old scenario. Niggas get to breaking.
Started signing them proffer agreements, testifying in open court, telling stories about drug runs, stash spots, even bodies that never made the news. Witness folks say Wu gave the order for a hit on a rival crew leader back in 2016.
Look how he touching him, making him feel like I got your back. That's crazy shit. He going for it.
17. Witness 6 said Wu kept a Draco under his seat every time he rode. Witness 9 claimed Wu bragged about airing out the Mardi Gras shooting like it was Baghdad. Some said he was lying. Others said he was scared.
I already took the words out of my mouth. They were scared of him.
But in that courtroom, them stories stuck. The feds ain't just relying on witnesses though. Nah, they came with the evidence mountain. Phone taps from Wu's Galaxy burner where he had talking in code about zips, sticks, and slides. GPS logs showing him outside the rival's house the night before a retaliation hit. Photos pulled up from deleted Snapchat stories showing stacks, straps, and lean cups in the background. They even had jail calls, Wu talking reckless, using coded language that the feds decoded later. Calls where he mentioned dudes had crossed lines and needed to be put to sleep. Wu's defense tried to play it down, that the feds were fabricating, stretching slang into conspiracy. But in the jury's eyes, that pile of proof was looking way too high to ignore. It all came down to that one day, room packed, media lined up. The jury came back after 3 days of deliberation, and the verdict? Guilty on multiple federal firearm charges, guilty on possession with intent to distribute narcotics, guilty on possession of firearms and furtherance of drug trafficking. And the murders are not charged directly. It was considered relevant conduct, meaning they counted when it came to sentencing. Judge ain't hold back, called Wu a danger to the community, said his leadership turned neighborhoods into combat zones, and dropped the hammer. Life in federal prison, no parole, no second chance, just cold steel bars.
In the making, a man accused of killing 4 people, 2 on Mardi Gras Day back in 2018. He was found guilty on several charges, including second-degree murder.
WDSU reporter Ariel Brumfield joins us live from the DA's office with how this verdict is impacting the families involved. Ariel?
Well, you guys, this guy has hurt a lot of people, and it's been several years at this point. Investigators in this case says that Derrick Groves, he is going away for a very long time.
When did he become so popular to have outfits that just cut them open just to show cleavage? Like, that style in particular, it's been around like for a year or two. Like, when did it get popular just for everyday women just to break their neck to show their cleavage? Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm just curious. I ain't complaining.
FBI Homicide Unit Chief.
A guilty verdict now landed 6 years in the making. Derrick Groves, a man accused of killing 2 people Mardi Gras Day in 2018 and injuring several others, pled guilty on Wednesday to several charges.
A jury returned a unanimous and powerful verdict in the case of Derrick Groves. Now, Groves was found guilty on all counts, 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder.
Investigators say Groves opened fire on a house party on St. Claude with AK-47.
Well, I'll be damned. They gas is $268 in 2020 in the 2000s. Damn, I ain't seen gas cheaper than $470, $480 in about 10 years. That's crazy.
Rifles, killing Jamar Robinson and Byron Jackson. 3 eyewitnesses and cell phone records helped dismantle Groves' alibi. In the trial, District Attorney Jason Williams says was nothing short of complications for the prosecutors and the victims' families.
The weight of their grief has been immense and a constant companion through every hearing daily, every delay, every setback. And while no court decision can bring back their loved ones or fully heal their wounds, This verdict provides a measure of justice.
But we learned Thursday justice is being served once again. 2 other victims Groves is accused of killing, Tyrone Francis and Woodrow Smith.
Derrick Groves is a heinous criminal who ran terror down in the lower Ninth Ward for well over a...
And y'all couldn't keep him confined. Y'all got a major boo-boo on y'all hands. Ooh-wee. How bad is it for y'all to have let this type of prisoner out of your supervision? I heard like 4 out of 10, alleged 10, because I heard a report saying it was 12 that got away have been caught. I wonder if he was one of the ones still on the run.
Decade. And that reign of terror has been ended. In fact, today, Derrick Groves pled to 2 more murder cases.
Groves pled guilty to 2 counts of manslaughter and 2 counts of second-degree murder. And we're told Groves will be serving his sentences consecutively. Reporting from the DA's office, I'm Ariel Brumfield, WDSU News.
Once Wu was gone, the streets changed, but now how folks expected. Some say peace came, others say vacuums created chaos. Young wolves fighting to take the throne, Wu left behind. Police increased patrols, DEA hit harder, but still the cycle kept spinning. Wu's name kept ringing in the streets. Some call him a monster, others a legend. Depends on who you ask. But everybody agreed on one thing. Derrick Wu Groves left a mark on New Orleans that ain't never gonna fade. Once the gates closed behind Wu, it was a whole new battlefield. Even though Wu was already in federal custody, his state-level charges were pending, what ultimately led to him being transferred back to Orleans Parish Prison. The rest will be history.
They had Wu up. So he had to go fight them charges. And this is what happened. He's at large, and he's probably at the largest. I don't think he's amongst those that's been arrested. But when I see people, a lot of times you look at your life and you wish things could get better. And, we always hoping for better. But I always try to just be grateful, content for what I have, man. Because just think, you could be having the problems we'll have. And that's why we come with Jeter. Gratitude is the attitude. And another way of saying it is, I refuse to complain. It's getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change, no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to. But I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky. Until the day I burn or head to the sky. There was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful. what's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. My uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Bud, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Bud, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!